Today? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How y'all doing today? Hey Tracy. Hey Angie. Hey Wanda. Hey Linda. Hey how y'all? Hey Sandra. Hey everybody. Hey to the people on Instagram. Hey to the people on YouTube. And hey to the people on Facebook. Hey, Miss Humble. Hey girl, what you doing? Hey, Drake, what you doing? How y'all doing today? I'm blessed and highly favored. I got a frozen cup. Anybody want some? Oh, now I know you lying. And you got to stop showing off. That's all right. Ain't nothing but a pair of pants. Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Anybody want some? Anybody? Y'all want some, huh? Mm-mm-mm. Just knock some sense back in some of y'all. Y'all get brain freeze. Y'all want some? It's a strawberry frozen cup. I made it like this. I ain't make the frozen cup, but I sure darn put the strawberries on top. And nothing like a good old sweet frozen cup. Hey, Monique. Hey, guys, you want some? If y'all want me to bring y'all frozen cup to New Orleans, just tell me. But not today. Not tomorrow either. If I bring this strawberry frozen cup to y'all from where I live and put it in my cup and put them in a little freezer and a little ice chest, I'm gonna want 250, and it's worth every bit of it. So y'all, the topic today is, girl, it's funny that you say that because I already got that written down for the topic for Camilla. But the topic for today is, some blessings come with a price. Camilla Anthony is gonna be all right. Trust me. He gonna get a retrial. So ain't no need for us to worry about that. We pray about it, get to God, and he gonna work it out. But let me say, since they got all these people around the world talking about Camilla, but they're talking about this man going to jail. So what we gonna do about it? I'm just saying. They got all these people around the world, and they see what's going on with us, the minority, and the Black African American people. These people been doing this for centuries, and everybody talking about it, but I don't see nobody doing nothing. Maybe I have to, when I get off the live, and maybe when I get off, I can go look and see if anybody doing anything, because at the end of the day, it was unjust. Hey, Janice. Hey, girl. Happy Blessed Wednesday. We all know is unjust. He ain't the first and he ain't the last. They almost executed another little young boy that was 13 years old years and years ago. And he wound up getting vindicated as an old man when they found out he didn't do it. So at the end of the day, this stuff right here should teach our people to stop unaliving one another. Everybody wants to scream and cry, oh, they doing this and they doing, and y'all doing the same thing to your own people. We cry about what they doing to us and cry about what our own people doing to us. I'm just saying. Why we can't get along? Why is always some mess and confusion? Somebody jealous of somebody thinking somebody got a nickel more than them, and they hating on their own people. They hating on us, and we hating on us. So that's why they feel like they could keep doing what they doing and ain't nothing gonna be done about it because ain't nobody doing nothing about it. You mean to tell me just as many people, just as many white people they got the same amount of black people. And you mean to tell me our ancestors and all them, they done lost their lives for the same routine and they trying to bring it back? Because we got a lot of Uncle Toms. Because I don't think a lot of y'all know what Uncle Toms is. Uncle Toms is some of y'all that run to them other people. And I'm not going to speak for everybody that's like that because all white people are not the same. But the ones who like that, our people, even on a job, when somebody do something on a job and it could be your own racist and you still going to go to the white man and report your own people when they ain't going to do it to their people. How about that? It's our people. Oh, y'all see what's going on? Yeah, we see what's going on. Y'all see what he gonna get a retrial because at the end of the day, you see the judge was friends with this one. The daddy was friends with this one. The daddy was friends with this one, and they had an all-white jury. So what y'all thought? How y'all thought it was gonna go down? How y'all thought it was gonna go down? When people in power, that's what power do. That's what they type of power do. But I got a man I know got more power than them. Cause see, when our people come on, just like the other guy, and I forgot his name. I should have wrote his name down. The other guy, when they unalive his son, and they were saying, well, he shouldn't have never stole a car. And when he unalive a police officer, I was reading, they say, oh, well, he shouldn't have unalive that police. That police ain't had nothing to do with it. We don't know the real story behind that anyway. And I ain't here to judge, but at the end of the day, was y'all there? Did y'all know the lifestyle that police did? Y'all do y'all know his background? Oh, he was a good. So y'all think just because all these people is police officers, they still don't have a life. They still don't have hidden agendas. Corruption is everywhere. Corruption is even with our own black people. It's everywhere. And then when they do it to us, now y'all won't cry, but ain't nobody doing nothing about it. Ain't nobody say, well, you know what? They got all these flaws. Y'all, there was more. Let me tell y'all the difference between the people and the people before us, our ancestors. Them people march. They march across bridges. Where the march at? If y'all feel some type of way, why everybody not marching for this young man if it was justifiable? Where the march at? Us talking about it ain't. Well, everybody talking about it, but where the march at? Because they know what they doing. They sit at the table and they laugh and they talk about this among they eat one another. And then the other man, he unalive the other little boy over a bottle of water. And all these people got off, and it's justifiable in their system. Y'all don't get it. But of course, y'all don't get it because y'all too busy worrying about what she got, what he got, your own people. They're around here unaliving their own people. Send them to war. Since you won't kill you want to unalive your own people, go to war. They ain't doing that. Everybody that pull a pum out don't mean they about their life. They about that life until they get caught up and go up the road for years and years. And then when they get back there, somebody turn them out. Then they ain't about their life no more. So yeah, you see everybody talking about it. Everybody talking about this young man. So I'm waiting to see who gonna do what and how they gonna do it. All these people in power, all these people with money and all that kind of stuff, that because he deserved a new trial. Since the judge is friends with the daddy and all these other people. Come on now, when our people gonna wake up? Y'all, this ain't nothing new that been going on. They've been throwing a rock hide in their hand. They wolves in sheep clothes. They in the schools, working as a teacher. They police officers. They on the internet, working behind the scene, seeing our people acting a damn fool, fighting and all that kind of stuff. We are being monitored every day. Every day we being monitored. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it. Oh, he ain't bully him. He ain't bully him. The other lady that was on there talking, she said the daddy is the bully and the little boy is just like his daddy. The apple doesn't fall from the tree. But so they're going to make an example out of this child because he defends himself. Wow. It's one thing to talk about it, but when you ain't got enough power to do nothing, some people got power, and some of our people act like they scared to touch certain things because they Uncle Toms. They talk about what they want to talk about because certain things they in cahoots with certain people, and they don't want them people to look at them some type of way. But let me tell y'all what's got to happen. Jehovah got to show up and show out. And when he show up and show out, he going to let them know that I am who I say I am. He going to let a lot of y'all know that's unbelievers who still saying, I ain't ready to get it right. I'm going to continue living my life and doing what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. And you still ain't trying to get your life right. He going to show up and show out. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about us that's living right and that's trying to constantly every day do the right thing, we gonna be all right. We already all right. It's the ones that's out there in the wilderness with the wickedness. Y'all might as well get with them over there too. Y'all around here crying for the young man, and y'all some of them. Y'all some of them other people. Y'all crying for him, but y'all just like them. The only difference between y'all and them is they white and we black. So we got a lot of them that's fighting against their own people. And now, oh, well, you know what they did, and they did this, and they did that. Well, when they gonna have the march? When they gonna march like our ancestors did, and they marched across the bridge? Because anybody could talk about it. Everybody could talk about it. Who gonna be about it? Who gonna say, well, you know what? All us got this money, and all us gonna fight for something that's unjust. We're gonna get him another lawyer, somebody who's gonna represent him. And at the end of the day, they excluded the black people from getting the opportunity to be on a jury, but all white people against one little black young boy. Come on, y'all. And y'all still out here fighting against each other. Hey, Jackie girl. And y'all still out here fighting against one another, jealous of one another, mad because somebody got a little money more than you. At the end of the day, everything they got, material thing, money and all that, if they expire on this earth today or tomorrow, they can't take none of that with them. But you mad, and you mad when we got bigger fish to fry. When they do that to one of our people, that should affect all of us. But of course, we still got some Uncle Toms. We still got some I'ma go along to get along. When Jehovah come, y'all gonna see people for who they really is. Y'all gonna see who controlling people. Because see, some people and with money is being controlled by some people, and their life is not their life. Maybe that went over somebody's head. All these celebrities that y'all see, they got all these big old beautiful houses and all that, and they got all this money and all that kind of stuff there. They sold to enemy. That's why he said, what profits a man to gain the whole world and lose their soul? And y'all won't be like them. Oh, I want to be like this one. Oh, I want to be like that one. Oh, I want to. He ain't create you to be like them. He ain't create you to be like them. But how y'all want to cry for Camilla and y'all own people doing the same thing? Our own people doing the same thing to one another. Our own people. And guess what? At the end of the day, where the big people at? Where all the big people in all the different states? Where all the big black people with power? Where all the black people that got power? You know why they ain't stepping up to the plate? Because their power don't override the power that got them. They got power, but they got somebody that got power over them. That's why some of them sitting back and talking about it and ain't being about it. See, nobody know what it's like until it hit. They come knocking on their door. That could have been any one of our child. So you mean to tell me we living in a world where they can unalive us unjustifiable, but if we unalive them justifiable, we gonna pay for it. They walk away. They get probation and all that. Some of them don't even get probation, but they walk away scot-free. And y'all acting like this just not beginning. This is a pattern. This is something that been going on. They've been doing this. Our people can't see it. Go into projects and tell me how many white people live in a project. I'm away. Go in all the projects and tell me how many white people live in the project. Since y'all in the project, pum-puming and unaliving one another. Where the projects at? We got the Calio. We got the St. Thomas. We got the Melphamine. We got the Lafitte Project. We got the Iberville. We got the Desire Project. You mean to tell me we got the Florida Project? You mean to tell me we got all these projects? And I want y'all to go back there and come back and tell me how many white people live in the projects. All they did was fix them up and made you feel like you had a better life when you still in a project. The separation start right there. But no, y'all don't see it. That's separation right there. They got their people covered, sealed, signed, and delivered. They people in Jefferson Parish. They people in Chalmette. They people in Slidell. They people in La Place. They people in Hammond. Yeah. They get Section 8 just like us. They on government funded program just like us. They on housing, food stamps just like us. But at the end of the day, where y'all think they live? They tell us you can't buy a house and allow none of your family members to live in it on a voucher, but they buying houses in every neighborhood and their family members living in them. You know why? Because they got somebody that worked there that know a lot of stuff that's going on, and she's too scared to say something, or he too scared to say something because they don't want to lose their job. So they become Uncle Tom. Yeah, I said it. I said it. We got Uncle Toms in the world. We got go along to get along. But I'm just saying, it's certain locations that they just not going to accept you in. I stay an hour away and I'm at peace with myself, but I got a lot of black people around me too. But at the end of the day, it's still non-tolerance over here. But when you go down yonder, when you go up the road a little bit down there, they got their own subdivision, their own bank, and their own grocery store in their subdivision. And how I get to find that out, I got lost. And once they realized I was back there and they knew I ain't belongs back there, they followed me until I got out of their subdivision. And y'all really still around here being mad and envy and jealous of your sister and jealous of your brother because they got a little nickel more than you. And at the end of the day, you mad because you ain't got what they got. If you apply yourself to get it, you can have the same thing I got. But since you sitting on your little donk and you ain't doing that with yourself, you mad because I ain't riding in the 350E class. Why? Why? Why should you be mad at somebody that want better for their life? Even when I didn't have, I had. Because I ain't never said, oh, I don't never have this. I can't get it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. And I can have whatever I say I can have. Just watch what you ask for. But yeah, it's unjustifiable what they did to this young man. But where the people in power, our people that's in power. Where the Black Panthers, where all the people that civil rights leaders and all that kind of stuff there, where they at? I'm just saying. Where they at? Well, I forgot y'all. Some of y'all wouldn't know. Y'all too focused on worrying about what I'm going to have on for the weekend. Clothes. Uh-huh. Y'all too caught up into what somebody gonna have and what somebody ain't, what somebody don't have when we got bigger fish to fry. Every day we losing our youth. We losing not just young men, we losing young women too. Every day. You think they care about Camilla? They don't care because they ain't got nothing to do with themselves. They say New Orleans ain't got, and to be honest with y'all, to be real with y'all, New Orleans really don't have much to do. It really don't. They got more to do on the outskirts of New Orleans than on the end. If you want to go to a water slide, a real water slide where they got the rides and all that, you got to go to out there to going to Blue Bayou. And if you want to go, but in Slidell, they got them little houses that they build in Slidell, and they got the water park and the water and all that kind of stuff there, and all that stuff over there, you know. And I'm gonna talk about them too, because I went over there and seen their houses over there, and I got something big for them too. So all y'all Black people who ran out there to the houses out there in Slidell, y'all done put $20,000 on the houses, and y'all house notice $2,000 or $1,700 and all that kind of stuff. For some of y'all out there struggling to pay for them houses with that cheap ass shit in it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And with the ugly carpet on the floor. I'm talking about Lake Shore. I did say that. Some of them got the ugly little shaggy carpet in it, and it's just the little cheap, ugly carpet. You get a $200,000-$300,000 house, but at the end of the day, the stuff, the material, some of the cabinets and all that, all the little cheap stuff and all that kind of stuff, then some of them, the ones out. But yeah, quite natural how people was gonna be able to finance the houses because you're putting 20,000, you're putting 25,000, you're putting 15,000, and 2,000, 2,500, 1,700, 1,800. So at the end of the day, quite natural, you're gonna be approved because at the end of the day, they still taxing y'all. And y'all looking at the fact that, oh, I got a blessing, but you didn't put all this money down on this house and you still $2,800. $1,800. It takes two of y'all or somebody got to be making some good money to be able to pay the house note. But high as rent is, if you can pay $1,500, $1,600 rent, you might as well go get your house. You're paying somebody else's mortgage. I'm just saying. So everybody ramping and raving and talking about Camilla. And at the end of the day, I've been praying. And that really hurt my heart. But at the end of the day, instead of everybody talking about it, when they gonna start doing something about it? Because this ain't our first rodeo with them doing what they done. And they did with George Floyd, and they did with Trayvon Martin and all that. This not our first rodeo. So let me say this. So they always, y'all don't notice, they always showing the crime and the people that get unalive in the black communities. So they don't have no people get unalive in their community. I'm just asking, and I'm not asking for a friend. So they always be quick to show how black on black unaliving one another. So you mean to tell me they're not unaliving their people in their communities? I'm gonna wait. So they won't make us believe it's just us. So is we the only people that don't get along? Because is we the only people have all kind of stuff every time you look on the news is in a hood, somebody unalive somebody, but they have people unaliving people in their hood too. I'm just saying. So Jackie, so what they telling us is that we got more minority people, more black people unaliving one another than them. Nah, I can't believe that. That ain't true. Not at all. But you know what? A lot of black people whining and crying. So we got all these big old people that got money. When it's time for them to step up to the plate and time for them to be a voice, they don't. So what is the problem? Because if it was the other way around and the little boy had to unalive him, that little boy would not be in jail. That little boy would not be in jail. So you mean to tell me, I do know this. I know this. By the judge being friends with his daddy. And all of them was in cahoots. All of them. To me, it should be a mistrial. And at the end of the day, he should automatically get a retrial. How you going to be friends with the daddy? How you going to be friends with the DA? And most likely, you was friends with the jurors. And most likely, they went out to eat at somebody's steakhouse. But let me tell y'all something. Jehovah said when 2 or 3 are gathered, when all us could put all our differences aside and focus on, because we got bigger fish to fry. You not liking me, you not supporting me, girl, we got other things to worry about. I ain't worried about it because I gave it to Jehovah. But y'all got bigger fish to fry because y'all got sons and daughters too. I pray for mine, but at the end of the day, I pray for that young man too because it's like he could be my son. That could be a conflict of interest. That part right there, sister. He should have a bind right now once they found out that the judge was friends with all of them people. He should have a bind right now. So we got all these people are so concerned. That's an automatic retrial. But I will say this. God is in control. And I trust and believe. And he gonna come out. But Jehovah want us to see it for what it is. No matter how much y'all be turning y'all head and don't want to believe it, they still got racist people everywhere you go. They still don't like the color of our skin. And they still showing y'all that they got power. But they ain't got more power than Jehovah. See, they might have more power with their money. But at the end of the day, that's why they kids be doing all kinds. Don't ever think that they don't get it back. Because if this child don't get the justice that he deserves, the daddy gonna lose that and some. And I don't like to speak unalive on nobody, or he gonna lose his own life. You trying to take away this child's life, his whole life, all because that's your son, and you know your son was wrong. Jehovah ain't gonna let that go like that. But you know why this happened? Good evening, Queen. You know why this happened? Because Jehovah want us to see how much power people got and what they do with their power. But they ain't got more power than he want us to draw together. He want us to pray together, even though we ain't close to one another. He want us to see life for what it is. They got racist black people. They got racist white people. They got racist different other races. They got all type of racist people. But we can't put everybody in the same category. I can't say, oh, well, because I got friends that's, white. I can't say they racist. I can't put everybody in the same category. We can't judge everybody. Just because they was boycotting because of what the man did to the little black boy, that don't mean everybody like that. We can't judge everybody on what 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people did. We got to start pointing them out and letting them pay. Because of what you did, you think I'm gonna go ahead on. Back then, if a judge did something or somebody did something, they stone the wife. Or they stone somebody gonna pay. But at the end of the day, we can't say everybody the same. We can't say, oh, all white people is just like these people. Everybody not the same. All Asian people is bad people because all of them not. I done had some Asian people that been good to me. So at the end of the day, so the good gonna suffer for the bad, but that we are black minority people too. So at the end of the day, when we sweeping in front of somebody else, though, you got to sweep in front of your own, though, too. Because our own black people is unaliving one another and think it's a game. We got to start with us. We got to look in the mirror. That's why they feel they don't care about each other. They unaliving one another anyway. So it ain't no big deal. And I guess the daddy feeling like they untouchable. But we got this. You ain't got nothing to worry about. We gonna remove this one. We gonna remove them. Make sure there ain't no black jurors and all that. They showed y'all who they is. Now they waiting for y'all to show up and show out. Because they think we don't have no power. We don't have black power. But I guess they feel like y'all gonna let it ride like they let all the other ones ride. This ain't nothing new. This been going on. They saying, well, we in power. Ain't nothing they could say, they could cry, they could feel however they want to feel. I made the decision. And I'm showing them how much power I got. But I'm here to tell y'all his power ain't greater than Jehovah. But we got to start with us. We got to stop being envious and jealous of one another. And we got to see life for what it is. Because them people, a lot of them people, they sticking together. I'm just saying. If y'all would look at all the stuff that Black minority people then built, a lot of y'all didn't even know the levee was built by Black people, slaves. A lot of things, peanut butter, all that. Y'all don't know nothing about none of that. Y'all don't know nothing about none of that. Y'all too busy caught up into the fights and the gangs and all that kind of stuff there with the women and the men fighting and all that kind of stuff there. Y'all too caught up into all of that to realize what really going on. But this affects all of us. Even my little high yellow self. My great great grandma was an Indian. So all us probably didn't got our great ancestors and all that guy. They didn't rape the. How you think some of us is Poisson Blanc? How you think some of us is Indian? We're Indian in our blood because they was destroying our ancestors. I'm just saying. We got our own racist people too. They got racist Black people. Oh, I don't like her. Some people don't like you because you're light skinned. I used to get my hair pulled all the time. My little sandy red pom-pom. I used to always get my hair pulled. At one time, they were saying trying to say my daddy was a white man. So I've been through all that with our own people. And our own people out there running their mouth, talking about this. But who's stepping up to the plate? I'm going to wait. Because everybody can say what they want to say. But let me see somebody. If somebody say, well, we're going to do a march. You coming out there on all four. And somebody say, we're going to do a march. I'm coming out there on sight on all four of my wheels. But the people who got people that got power over them, people, they ain't coming out for the power for the people. Power to the people. They're going to hide behind, that wall. They don't want nobody to see them supporting their own people. How you want somebody to support your own people when you don't support your own people? We got all these people is against one another. Do y'all not know that they're working behind the scenes on the internet? They know everything about each and every one of us. They monitoring what goes on with us on the internet. I could be on the phone talking to my sister, my girlfriend, and she live way out of town, all of them, and we could be talking about a pair of shoes. Don't you know when we get off the phone and I could just have the phone off for about an hour and come back, the same shoes we was talking about then showed up on my timeline. Anything that you talk about on these phones, anything that's smart, even over there, Alexa, we're being monitored. They listen to everything that's going on in our life, in our cars, everything that's we watching TV, there's smart TVs. Somebody is behind the screen. Hey, Keita. Somebody is behind the scene. We don't own these phones. We being controlled by a chip. You know the little chips that's in the phone? The little bit of chip that's in the phone? The little device? The little SIM card? We being controlled by that. We being controlled by that. If I talk to somebody on YouTube, they're going to talk back. If I talk to somebody on IG, they're going to talk back. They got people literally work 24 hours, 7 days a week behind a desk, monitoring everything that we saying, monitoring everything that we doing. And guess what? If they want to control our life, they'll look at it and say, oh, she kind of smart right there. She's starting to say too much, so we about to cut her short. Well, if you go on TikTok, I be on TikTok. TikTok will restrict you for dumb shit. But TikTok will let you see a man with the little jogging pants on and his little thing sitting up there. He might have a strap on, but they allow you to see that. Hey, Penny. But he ain't restricted. You can come out there with all your cooch out and all that, and all your breasts out and all that, and they don't get no restriction. But I might slip up and say something wrong, restricted. And I'll be like, so what I could have said that bad that I get a restriction? But they got these men on there showing their little thing down there through their little jogging shorts. And they got all these women lusting off them. And he's talking about, oh, I'm ugly. So the minute he said they playing mind games. The minute he say I'm ugly, the women saying you ain't ugly, but they're really not looking at your face. They're looking at his thing through his jogging pants, because he got it sitting up there where at the end of the day, to distract you from he say ugly, and ain't no ugly dude, and you know he ain't ugly. He big, but his message ain't about him being ugly. His message is to get y'all to keep on liking and keep on with the aneurysm, so he could keep on getting views and likes and views and and all these old long ass women, old and young, talking about, yeah, it look good down there. And that probably ain't even his real thing. But that's what TikTok allow. But the minute you slip and say the wrong word, restriction, but he can show his little thing through his pants. And they got all these women lusting. So I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to give y'all a heads up. Y'all be on that phone with that mess and shenanigan, talking all that shit about people and all that kind of shit there, and all these fights and all that going on and all that. Y'all being monitored. And a lot of these people working on the internet, they might as well just go ahead on and sign up to be a police. Because they ain't got to do an investigation. Y'all getting out the investigation. They ain't got to go look for it. They ain't got to investigate. Y'all doing their job for them, making their job easy. And they getting paid. Hey, Russ. They getting paid. And y'all solving the case. Well, he did that. Oh, yeah, well, she did this and she makes her. And she started. Y'all so dumb. Y'all want somebody else to solve y'all problems on the internet. They ain't gonna solve y'all problem. They're gonna make more problems. Long as they keep on bringing y'all back to the internet, the more they making money off of y'all. Yeah, you can come over here. What's your story? What's your husband doing? What's your wife doing? And who fighting who and when the fight is? So every time you send them a fight, every time you send them this, the husband cheating and all this, every time you send them all this, they getting paid. And you ain't getting nothing. So y'all can believe whatever y'all want. But they ain't got to go to the precinct to be a snitch. I ain't never seen so much snitching in my world. I mean, in my whole entire life until the internet. They be snitching, they tell self. They tell self off, they be snitching. But it ain't as funny how some people be saying, well, this ain't snitching. Now, I know I'm from old school, right? Because in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be 60. And I know the difference between not snitching and snitching. And see, some of y'all think, oh, what is dry snitching? You either snitching or you ain't. Ain't no such thing as a dry snitch. But you know what they call a dry snitch? They call a dry snitch is somebody speaking indirect. Somebody saying something, but they making it like they not snitching, but they snitching. But I don't know where that's like, I'm going to use the example. That's like me, if I go in the store and I steal something, right? And somebody come to you and say, well, did you see Ann? And because we looking for, she did something or whatever, and we trying to see what she had, where she, she was in our store and this and that, and this and that. And you go to, well, she was over here earlier, and can you tell us what she had on? Well, she had on a white shirt with some white pants. So is that not snitching? You just told them that I had on white pants and a white shirt, and they didn't know what I had on. So if you told them what I had on and it fit the description of what I had on, you just snitch. Well, me, when I was coming up, and they used to say, snitches get stitches. Back then, they meant that. If you snitched on somebody and somebody found out that you snitched on them, we don't see you no more. We don't know where you at, and we don't see you no more. But now, their philosophy of snitching, that's him right there. That's her right there. And if they say, well, that's not, it's either snitching or it's not. Ain't no dry snitching. Ain't no way you look at it where it says dry snitching. Snitching is snitching. It's when you telling on somebody, when you describing somebody, when you say, yeah, I saw her, she was in the store, but they don't know for sure I was in the store, but you say, yeah, she was in the store. That's snitching. If I'm married and I got a husband and he out there cheating, and you come tell me you done snitched on him, it's all the same. And it's up to me whether I want to keep it to myself. But if you tell like our mom used to tell, stop being a teller. Stop talking all the time. Ain't no more like that. A lot of y'all done broke the G code and y'all say y'all OGs and y'all know y'all not. Because y'all got these people thinking it's okay what they be doing. And you talking about people being a snitch and this one being a snitch and you doing the same shit. I be looking at a lot of y'all and I be saying, well, so is it a certain way you could go around and say, oh, well, that's not snitch. So, yeah, that's what they be saying. Oh, that's dry snitching. So is it a certain way that you can do it without saying it's not snitching? Because the minute you tell on somebody and you say something to somebody about somebody, you just snitched on them. Ain't no way around being a snitch. Charleston White is a snitch. And he tell you you're a snitch. But in my time coming up, ain't no Charleston White gonna survive. We ain't gonna see him no more. And be like, you know what, Charleston White, he snitched. And you know what we'll be saying? I ain't see him in quite some time. Ain't nobody seen him. Nobody ain't seen him in decades. Nobody don't know where he at. Nowadays. Thank God that I don't do none of the things I used to do. Because y'all supposed to be solid. And that ain't what I'm saying. At all. But yet and still y'all want to stay. I'm messy. And what y'all do when y'all come on the internet and go to talking? Yeah, don't have me to tell what you did. And don't have me to tell what you did. And yeah, it's a lot of people in New Orleans be snitching. You know what he's saying? So he said he gonna tell that they did this with him. If you tell on somebody and you and somebody did something together and you tell everybody, that's snitching. If me and you done something together and I say, well, we did all that together and we don't do it no more together, that's snitching. So that dry shit y'all be talking about, dry snitching, ain't no such thing as dry. They either a snitch or they not. And y'all, let me tell you what y'all did. Y'all changed the word snitching. Y'all made it convenient for y'all, so y'all go all around the corner. That's what they do to make themselves look good. They justify snitching. I done saw that on the internet. And they mind, well, they ain't snitching. I be saying, well, what you mean that ain't snitching? You snitching too. If you tell anybody business and nobody ain't never know they business, certain things, that's snitching. Even if I tell on my son to my daughter or tell my daughter, I done snitched on my children to my other children. If you tell your daughter what your other daughter did, you snitched on your daughter. If you go tell your mama what your other siblings did, you snitched it. So snitch is snitch. And all these people on the internet that be talking about they ain't no snitch, lies. Ain't no such thing as dry snitching. You're either a snitch or you're not. We got polices on the internet, undercover polices that's playing in y'all face. A police is a police. A police is a police. If you helping the police bust a case, you still a police. So y'all don't think that polices don't watch the internet? Y'all don't think these people have family? Y'all don't know these people be on the internet. When y'all come on here with all y'all personal business and y'all go to talk about and y'all pulling up at people's houses and all that, why y'all think the police pull up right behind y'all? Dumb, 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 dumb. So you mean to tell me y'all be fighting and y'all be, I'm about to pull up. And as soon as you pull up, dude, y'all so stupid. Y'all so stupid. The internet is all, police is all on the internet. Somebody getting paid to watch everything that we do on the internet. And y'all be talking all that shit. Y'all come on the internet, y'all got the people y'all like. These people monitoring y'all. They want the wicked to continue being the wicked. Y'all don't see what's going on? The wicked, they got the wicked people thinking they're winning. And they're selling their soul to one another. I promise you on Jehovah, I don't never want to tear another man or woman down to get to where I need to be, where I'm going to be. I don't want money like that. I don't want to tear my people down just to get $1 million or $2 million. That's why he said, what profits a man to gain the whole world and lose their soul? I'm not doing it. I ain't got to do it. I ain't got to degrade you to get $1 million, especially somebody who didn't had a couple of million. Dust your shoulder off. Hey, Dina. So if you somebody that already had it, at the end of the day, you ain't got to step on nobody's toes to get it again. I ain't over enthused over a big house, big cars and all that. I ain't over enthused over that. Because I know you can have it today and tomorrow it's gone. A hurricane, a tornado could come and sweep it right up under you. That's why I say y'all better get your house in order. Because just because you got a nice house, nice car, and all that kind of stuff there, if you ain't living right, if you ain't trying to get it right, if you ain't teaching your children wrong from right, you're going to be held accountable for the ones that don't know. He said they perish for a lack of knowledge. And he give you knowledge to pass it on to somebody else. And you're not even doing it. But you think because you got your beautiful house and your beautiful cars and you got your sons and your daughters and all your family and all that kind of stuff that you think you're going to make it in with immaterial things. The devil is a lie. Immaterial things not going to get you in the kingdom. And a lot of people think that. Look around. Look at your beautiful house. Look at your beautiful car and all that. And then you're going to think and be like, you know what? If you older, when you get older, you go to thinking about life. And your life, when you then accomplish things, you got houses, you got cars and all that kind of stuff there. I just want you to know, whoever you is on here, when you expire on this earth, the day of tomorrow, you don't know the time, the second, the hour, the minute. You don't know when you're going to expire. But just know that your shit going to somebody. They waiting on you. Somebody waiting on you to pass. Because in their mind, they already feel like that's what they do. Somebody on here waiting for somebody to pass. Because they already got their mind made up what they want. And you're going to be here longer than them. But I still want you to know that you need to dot your I's and cross your T's, hey, Alva, and make sure you got your house in order with a will. Because guess what? The daughter or the son that you think in your mind going to do the right thing, not going to do the right thing. So if you ain't dotting your I's and crossing your T's, guess what? You're going to leave a pile of confusion behind. I'm just saying. And God forbid, if you leave before your husband or your husband leave for you before y'all marry, you leave it to him. Well, you can't say who he can't live with. Because you're going to croak if you don't leave it to your children and you beefing with your children and all that. Well, you got to leave it to somebody because he going to go on with his life. She going to go on with her life. And another man, another woman going to be in your shit. I know you don't want to think like that. But that's real. It's selfish for some of y'all to have property, money, and all this, your bank account and all that, and y'all ain't even got a will. Y'all don't even have a will. If you quote right now and you ain't got a will, you leaving mess and confusion behind. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Keep on. You're going to do it. And one day you ain't going to do it. And you ain't going to be here to do it. I'm just saying. Enjoy your life while you got a chance. You don't know what tomorrow going to bring. We don't know how long we're going to be here. I'm making 60. I don't know how many other years I'm going to be here. Y'all don't know how many years y'all going to be here. But at the end of the day, if you ain't got a will, you's a damn fool. If you ain't handling your business when it comes down to a will, and if you ain't got no insurance and all that, and you ain't got who the beneficiary and all that kind of stuff there, at the end of the day, I got shocked. And you have this one. Well, who your beneficiary? Well, I think, let me put her up there. Oh, you got her up there. Oh, I got to take her from up there and put her down there. Because as time go on, your children going to show you who they are. So now, if you had somebody in charge that you thought was responsible, that was going to do the right thing, And now that's the one that's handling you like you don't even exist. Nah, she gotta go off here. Let me try putting him on. Oh, him too? Well, you gotta take him off of there too. And then, oh, him too? So now you got everybody acting. So now you gotta think about the grandchildren. So if your children acting some kind of way, now you gotta start looking at your grandchildren and saying, well, damn, I can't leave it to this one, and I can't leave it to that one. And they don't act right, and they mistreat. So I gotta leave it. Now I gotta start thinking about the grandchildren. Somebody gotta get it, or the state gonna get it. It's so sad that some of y'all is up in age and still holding all that money in the bank. Why not enjoy your money? And you know another thing I want to talk about here, Brandon. Another thing I want to talk about. God gave some of y'all the opportunity to retire. He said, go sit your old tail self down. You've been working, standing on your legs and all that. And some of y'all say, I can't wait till I get old enough to retire. And now you retired. And you getting your ass up every day talking about, man, I need to find me you need to get a job. It's never enough for y'all. It's never. You either want a job or you don't want a job. You didn't work 30-some years, all your life. You sit back. You're supposed to sit back and enjoy your pension and enjoy your retirement money. Not, I'm going to go just give me a job, at Walmart, greeting the little people at the door. I understand some of y'all won't get out and do. Well, just enjoy the pension and your retirement money. If he tell you, go sit your ass down. You're old enough, sit your ass down and travel and enjoy your life. No, I'm going to just go to Walmart and just greet the people. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Walmart. Hey, how you doing? Oh, now my legs hurt me. Can you give me some Bengay, something to put on my legs? Because my legs, I've been standing up at Walmart at that little door, and now your legs is hurting. But you're supposed to be sitting your ass down, spending your retirement money and enjoying your retirement money. Oh, since you didn't retire, you run into the goddamn casino. You done lost all your pension at the casino. And then you done lost all your retirement money. And now you're saying you need a job. So you mismanage all your money. Now you got a problem. Because you mishandle and mismanage your money. Got to be more careful. I'm just saying. So every day we got people that's been unalived by white people, and white people getting away with it. So since y'all feel like that, since they still got racist people out there, what y'all gonna do about it? I'm just saying. Because I ain't gonna lie, before us, because I was born in the 60s, we had some soldiers born then. We had some soldiers born in the 17th centuries and all that. Them people fought for civil rights and all that. And y'all punk ass around here letting them people trying to bring slavery and all that slick shit back. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm power to the people. I don't know about y'all, but at the end of the day, ain't none of that shit coming back. I stand on all 10 in my wheelchair. Ain't none of that slavery shit coming back. Not over here. With y'all little punk ass. Whining. Oh, well, they did it, and y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all just bumping y'all gums, just talking shit on the internet, talking about what happened. Step up. Step up. Now, y'all so-called, the rich getting richer, and some of the poor people getting poorer. Because they got a poor mind mentality. I ain't gonna never have that. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. All that whining. All that. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Okay. Well, while you still whining, like y'all whining last year, and y'all gonna be whining again this year, well, stay over there. While y'all whining, I'm still gonna be living my best life. God gonna continue to bless me. And everybody that trusts and believe in him, when y'all know the Alpha and Omega, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you how I know Jehovah is a miracle worker. All that ramping and whining and crying and all that kind of stuff there. I don't know this young man. I don't know his mother. I don't know his family. But if he got a praying mother and she got a few prayer warriors around her and she trusts and believe, her son gonna come up out of that jail. If she trusts and believe, because see, Jehovah allow us to go through stuff, because he want to get the glory. He don't want to say, oh, man did it. Because let me make an example. They gave my little brother a life sentence. So it is hope. And it's trust. Trusting the Alpha and Omega. They gave my brother a life sentence. My little brother been in jail since he was a little young boy. Lynn Davis, for y'all who don't know, the cop Lynn Davis, who unalive Kim Grove. Kim Grove is Derrick Grove grandmother. The same cop that unalive put the hit out on Kim is the one that put my brother and his two friends in jail on a unalive case charge. My brother done 27 years. And his little partners done 27 years. The same cop, Lynn Davis, that's on that road, put them boys in jail. They got vindicated. All three of them home right now. And they've been home for 2 years. What I want to say is, why is it that when they got vindicated, they've been home for 2 years? What's the hold up with them paying them for all the years and they wasted tears and years that they've been in jail? For every year they've been in there, it should be $1 million or more than that. Because a lot of people passed away. My brother lost a lot of family members. He lost sister, brothers, all them years. And he still ain't get his money yet. Would they be waiting for him to pass away so they could feel like they ain't got to pay him? It been 2 years. Why? Now, where he could still enjoy his life. My mama is 79 years old. My mama about to be 80 in another year. What if we want to be a blessing to his mama and they still around here? If they got vindicated, it been 2 years, it's time for them to pay them boys. I'm just saying. That's the corruption in the system. And that's everywhere. That's everywhere. They got Ku Klux Klans that's behind them badges. I saw it firsthand when a Jefferson Parish sergeant put his feet in my back and called me a nigger. And they wanted to march. They wanted to march for me and my ex. But you know who? It was people from Washington wanted to come to New Orleans. It was the people from New Orleans didn't want to participate because they be so caught up in their feelings and worrying about you being blessed. That's why I say some blessings come with a price. That's the topic for the day. Because see, you could be blessed. You could get a blessing Everybody want a blessing, but they don't know it's a price behind the blessing. Why they saying one person on here? It's a blessing. It's a price behind the blessing. See, you could be in a bad car accident and you could still come out with no injuries on the outside. But for me, when I had a bad car accident, it's mental with me. Every time an 18-wheeler get behind me or on the side of me, I get paranoid. Even though my car was demolished. Because a lot of y'all want the blessing, but y'all don't want to pay the price for the blessing. The price is to live right, to get your life right. With the bigger blessing, when you living right. And you acknowledge, all he wants you to do is acknowledge him. I tell y'all that every day. He ain't asking for much. All he wants you to do is talk to somebody. If you got to talk to a young girl, a young boy, somebody, and say, you know what? Let me tell you about a man. Somebody need to hear that. But no, y'all got testimonies. All us got testimonies. And y'all wouldn't even share one of them. Everybody got a testimony, whether y'all know it or not. If you had a flat tire and you was on the interstate and somebody came to your rescue and cars was passing and they was about to hit you and all that, and guess what? He saved your life. That's a testimony. If you get stuck on the side of the road and you broke down and somebody pull on the side of the road and get out and help you, that's a testimony. But y'all don't want to share that. Because y'all too caught up into worrying about the naysayers and worrying about how somebody else feel about you and worrying about what somebody else going to say about you, when at the end of the day, it's all for him to get the glory. That's all. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. People think, well, oh, you can't live your life when you change your life. That's not true. You still can enjoy your life in the midst of you changing your life. And I did say that some blessings come with a price. And some people be saying, well, I don't want it like that. I don't want it. However the blessing come. That's why I say you got to be very mindful when you ask Jesus for stuff. When you ask Jehovah for stuff, you got to be very specific. Oh, I want me a new house. Oh, Lord, I want to bless me with a new car or bless me with this and this and that. You don't know how it's going to come. You don't get to pick and choose on how the blessing going to come. So if you lose a loved one and something happened to somebody and you was on their policy, even though you lost them, in the midst of you losing somebody, you still got a blessing. And somebody saying they don't want it like that. But who are you to pick and choose how the blessing gonna come? And who are you to make the decision when somebody should live or die? When it's that person time, and some of y'all done got money. Some of y'all done got money off of certain things and certain people. And some of y'all ain't even deal with certain people. And you got a blessing and you like, damn, how I get to get a blessing? You don't pick and choose how he blesses you. You could just be minding your business, riding on the highway, and you're in the right lane, and you just drive and minding your business, and boom. And a lot of y'all can't tell me car accidents ain't blessed y'all. It was money that you didn't have. And some of y'all wasn't even, it was a little fender bender. And you still got a blessing in the midst of a little fender bender. But a lot of y'all want a blessing, but y'all don't want to pay the price. Some people want to get paid, but they don't want to work. He said, you don't work, you don't eat. Some of y'all just want to sit on y'all little rump and y'all want to stay at home and don't even be a good wife. Don't even be a good husband. You want your husband to treat you like a queen, but he come home, you ain't cook nothing. The house ain't clean. You ain't wash clothes, dishes in a zinc and all that. But you want this man to give you his whole paycheck and you don't deserve it. Vice versa. You want her to be a wife or treat you some kind of way, but you out there sleeping with Sally Jane and Sue. You want me to treat you with respect and respect you as my husband, my old man, but you got other women calling me and disrespecting me and doing all, and you sleeping out and all that. No. So with that being said, if y'all being disrespected and y'all disrespecting one another, somebody need to move around. Because a lot of y'all just together just for stability. Or y'all roommate, y'all got company. I don't want to live like that. But some of y'all fine with that life y'all living. And y'all don't see a problem with that. So when you think about life, and you be like, when you see other people with stuff, and you be like, and you talk to God, you don't talk to God no other time until you see somebody with something, and you be like, God, I want that. Some of y'all done prayed for a job, and when y'all got the job, y'all quit. Lord, you'll give me this job. Oh, I want this job. I've been wanting this job. And when you get the job, you quit. And some of y'all get good men, good women, and God give y'all what y'all ask for. And when y'all get it, y'all be like, man, I just want him to go away. Just go back. Some of y'all be want y'all old man, so y'all can have a peace of mind. Can you just go to the park somewhere else? Just go out somewhere. Just go do something. Some of us as women, at the end of the day, I know I'm a handful. And if you ever play with me and we're in a marriage or a relationship, you're going to have all the way to go. So the best thing for you to do is move around. I forgive, but I'm damn sure ain't forgetting. Because I feel like if you cheated on me and I was there for you and I've been good to you, I feel some type of way. Even when we okay, I get a little flashback every now and then. Why would you cheat on a good woman? Why would you cheat on a good man? You got the most finest, beautifulest woman. You got the most handsome husband. You got somebody that a lot of men wish they did have, and this woman chose to be with you, and you mistreat her. Oh, he chose to be with you, and you mistreat him. And then at the end of the day, you got a woman that got just as more than you. She don't really need you. And everybody thinking you the one bringing you the breadwinner when you not. It's her. You got the women and thinking that's your car. You got the women thinking that's your house. You got it like that. Nah, when you with her, she make you look good. Oh, but you got people thinking that, oh, this my, yeah, this is mine, yeah. That, no, she make you look good. Or he make you look good. But it ain't nothing like a woman having her own. And you can't even talk about you in control. Because all this here, partner, all this right here, partner, this me. And they on the outside looking in. Hey, sister girl, you pull up. Or y'all pull up. They on the outside looking in thinking he did all this. Girl, if he leave today or tomorrow, you going to see it for what it is. A lot of women on the outside looking in. Oh, he got it going on. No, she got it going on. I tell my head to the women that got their own. That ain't got to take your shit. I'm with you because I want to be with you. I ain't got to be with you. So if you slip again, because I ain't gonna lie, I done had one, I let him slip. And when he slipped again, out you go. But some of y'all is pathetic. Because y'all let them do it time after time after time. If you crying and you moping and you not happy with this person and it's a pattern, they constantly doing the same thing, what you need them for? Why you still putting up with it? Because you really don't need them. And then the cold part about it, y'all not even having sex. Y'all not even having a relation. So why you dealing with this? Because it ain't the same. It ain't the same. The sex ain't the same. The romance ain't the same. It ain't the same. You go to work. Come on. I go to work. We both go to work. And sometimes we don't even see each other. We just together. The thrill is gone. You ain't trying to go nowhere. You know what you got. Even though you done slipped up, you still know what you got. When all the while, you slipped up for what? The cold part about it, you know what's the cold part about it? When a man sleep with a woman, or mess with a woman that he think is more than you, but she less than you. I don't care if a woman's smarter than me when it come down to books. I don't care about all that. But I bet you I'm a better woman. I bet you I'm a better woman. Because I know my work. And I know who I am. And whose I am. And I'm not going to be out here trying to destroy nobody else's life. I'm not going to try to destroy nobody else's marriage, nobody else's relationship. A real woman, or a woman that loves Jehovah, ain't out here to hurt another woman. I ain't out here to hurt another woman because I'm a woman. I got feelings. So why I'ma hurt you and make you feel some type of way when I got feelings too? Don't do unto others what you don't want them to do to you. See, all y'all be ramping and raving and talking about this and talking about that. At the end of the day, y'all got to think about it at the end of the day like, damn, what if this was my child? Because I know damn well for sure, if we had to march, Janice, we in the front line. He always goes to the weakest link. We on the front line. I'm in a wheelchair. When they say, when me and Janice went out there to stand up for that little girl, when that lady, the teacher put her hands on her, me and Janice was out there. I ain't went to sleep till about 4 a.m, but Janice, I was out there at 7. I'm just saying. We one of the ones. The real one, we ain't just thinking about ourselves. We gonna show up and show out. And we gonna show them. We don't just talk about it. I'm one of the ones. They need me, I'm out there. And they got the ones with the little money, they got it going on. They feel like they got more than us and all that. They ain't showing up. They ain't showing up. They ain't got to show up. Many are called but few are chosen. The chosen ones showed up and showed up. So if they say they had a march here, Janice, for Carmelo Anthony, I know for sure me, you, and Keep It, all us gonna be on the front line. All they gotta do is say, you marching in, rolling. You marching Janice, walking. You marching Keith, rolling, walking. We stand up kind of people. And stand up kind of people, the real recognize real. That's why we got so many fake people on the internet. Because the real recognize the real. But if you notice, the ones that's real get the less views and likes. But a lot of people that's fake, and putting up a facade and making it seem like they strong, genuine. They ain't doing this, ain't stepping on nobody's toes. Where they at? 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 Because I sure don't see them. We don't just talk about it. They be saying they need to go sit there, but the old people is going to stand in the front line. I bet you if they try to come back with that slave shit, they going to see it for what it is. I bet you we going to be power to the black people in a wheelchair or not. We going to stand. With all the people with the big time, they got it. They got the G-Wagons and they got all this and the Rolls Royce and all this. They flying my high. So where they at? I'm just saying. But yet and still, we got black on black that's not even willing to support one another. That's where our blessing comes from, God. As long as our blessing comes from God, we ain't got to worry about the naysayers and the people that's around here talking about it. Because at the end of the day, he blessed me to wake up at 7 in the morning and he saw my loyalty. And some people ain't used to people being loyal. Because I stand on business. We the loyal ones. The old people, what they say, they're old people. If it weren't for us old people being on the internet getting y'all our wisdom, y'all wouldn't be using our words. Y'all can say what y'all want about me, but I know a lot of y'all learned a lot about life with me being on the internet. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all appreciate me. Thank y'all. Even though y'all ain't gonna tell me, y'all learned a lot. They even must try to take stuff and say, oh, well, I learned that from her, and she ain't know a damn thing about what Miss Ann was talking about. I saw y'all trying to discredit me and try to get a credit to somebody else, and God said, no. Who made y'all the Alpha and Omega? Who made y'all say y'all over this and y'all over this? Who made y'all king of the jungle? Y'all ain't even serving Jehovah. So y'all must be the king of the jungle with the worldly and the wicked people, because y'all sure ain't the king over here. Not what? That Alpha and Omega. Not with Jehovah. See, they got it twisted. They think because you talk about God and you working on you, they could come over here and call you a hypocrite when you still little 1, 2 little cuss word or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to say again, I'm not perfect and I'm working on me. And I come a mighty long way because I think I'm doing darn good. How about that? Because my little mouth was dirty. And now I didn't tone it down. I know how to deal with some of y'all when y'all come try to play with me. I know how to deal with y'all in a respectable way. And I ain't got to be hollering. And I ain't got to worry about my pressure and all that going up and all that. Because I don't have blood pressure, but I ain't got to be doing all that. So I know how to tone it down. And what you say is how you say it. I ain't got to cuss y'all out. Little girls and little boys. Y'all not even on the same level. Y'all got to ask God to allow y'all to get to where I at. Because I've been some places. And if you ain't never been there, you can't even talk about it. How you could tell somebody about losing children when you ain't never lost none. How you could tell somebody about being in a wheelchair and you ain't never been in one. How you could tell somebody about being married if you ain't never been married and divorced. How you could tell me about raising children when you ain't never raised none. I'm just saying. How you tell me about abuse relationship when you ain't never been in one? How you could tell me about a man that's out there cheating when you ain't never had a cheat man? A woman. How you could tell? Let me talk to you about this. So you had a husband before? And how long you was married? So your husband ain't never cheated on you? Oh, just say, not that I know of. Hey, Jackie, just say, not that I know of. Because you know they got the women out there. Oh, God, I never take that off a man. I ain't never had a man to cheat on me. She must have low self-esteem because I would have been left. I would have been, girl, you don't know what you would have been dead. Because if he would have cheated on me, I would have been left. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't know what you would have been dead. What's wrong with the internet over here, Jackie? All that. Girl, and leave him. Girl, leave. The boy, leave her. Leave him. Oh, wow. So when I leave him, or I leave her, okay, because you say leave him. Nah, I'ma leave. If Jehovah tell me to leave, I'ma leave. Don't let nobody else convince you to get out your situation. You got to sit down and have sit down with yourself and Jehovah. You got to have a sit down with him because there ain't nowhere in the world you're supposed to be in a relationship or a marriage and you miserable. That ain't why he put y'all together. If you're not happy, you don't need to be there. I'm not staying with nobody or staying nowhere where I am not wanted or happy. Like I always say, I don't want nobody that don't want me. Even if you play like you don't want me. If you show people you don't want me, I don't want you either. I'm just saying. I wish I was this strong. Yes, I would have been left him. I wouldn't even give him no children. I promise you I wouldn't. Oh, if we could turn back the hands of times. Oh, if we could go back. Some of y'all wouldn't have never got my coochie because you ain't deserve it. If they would have said, you know what, girl? You live. If you ever get that up down there, I just want you to know you ain't gonna never be able to get it back. So don't give it up to nobody. And that would have probably stuck with me. That would have probably stuck with me. But it's okay. We live and we learn. Y'all, Instagram is about to go out. So I'm sorry, y'all. Instagram is about to go off. I'm going to finish on Facebook and YouTube. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. The ones that's on Instagram. But if y'all want to come, I'm going to finish this till 9 o'clock. It's 8:30. Y'all can come over to YouTube and Facebook. Bye. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Remember, some blessings come with a price. Are you willing to pay the price? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They over there hiding. They was over there hiding. When I hung up the Instagram, it never got past 10 people watching. When I hung it up, they have 80 people watching. So that's 70 something pickaboos. Wow. Okay, they still watching. They still listening. Y'all, what's going on with Facebook? Because all night they've been saying 1 and 2 people. So where my people at? Something ain't right. Something is totally wrong with my people on Facebook. So since it been acting up over here, y'all gonna have to download YouTube. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on Facebook. It's been saying poor connection. So I don't know. The connection been in and out. Maybe because I got Alexa there, I got, the internet on in the house and all. Maybe be too much of stuff going on. But anyway, y'all try to get YouTube so y'all could come to YouTube. You got YouTube, Jackie, on your TV? I'm sure you got YouTube on your TV. But sometimes people just be wanting to watch it on their phone because they don't be wanting their spouse or somebody all in their business or whatever. That's understandable. Or you can put YouTube on your phone. You ain't got to put it. It's already on your TV. You ain't got to watch it on your TV. You can watch it on your phone. So I want y'all, I'm going to give y'all, at least till Friday. Y'all try to get YouTube so we all could be on YouTube. And I really want everybody to come on YouTube, because if somebody really want to come in on my live on YouTube, I can invite them in. And that way, they could talk about certain things that they want to talk about on my live. I can invite them into my live. But yeah, that's why I say, some people, they come on your live and stuff like that. They dip in and they dip out. All that stuff is fine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to YouTube. Because when I was on Instagram, my phone was going dead on my iPhone. It's going dead. So I had to end the live on Instagram. But I would prefer everybody to try to come on YouTube. Like, if you can stay on here right now, Jackie, right on Facebook for now, since you're already over here. But like Friday, like tomorrow and Friday, I want y'all to try to get YouTube so all y'all could come to YouTube. And that way everybody will be coming on YouTube instead of everybody being on all these different platforms. And people be wanting to come in the live, and I can't let them in the live because I'm on YouTube and Facebook, and we all not gonna be able to, we gonna hear it, but we're not gonna really like. If everybody don't want to call it, it'll be more better. That's what I'm saying. And I got this YouTube channel to avoid all the other stuff, So if everybody could come together on YouTube, at least try to come together on YouTube on Friday and tomorrow. So for the people that don't have YouTube, you can get YouTube downloaded on your cell phone. Or if you don't have it on a cell phone, you can get it downloaded on your TV. So if you got people in the house and you don't want people to hear what's going on, you don't want people to know that you don't want people to know that you're on YouTube, get on your phone. Because that's what I do. I can do it on my phone, or I can, like when I go out Sunday, when I be outside Sunday or whatever, I can go live while I'm outside. I'm going to start doing that too for the people that don't come outside. Like, and I go live where y'all can see what's going on outside. If I go to second line, stuff like that, I'll go live on YouTube where y'all can see the second line and stuff while I'm outside. Okay, I'll do that for y'all. But anyway, y'all, it be so much going on. And a lot of people don't really realize that, us as people, and all us got stuff that we didn't deal with or stuff that we are dealing with, right? But they got a lot of people, like even for you, Mika, even for me, Sandra, and all of y'all that be on YouTube, each and every one of us then been through something. And we got people don't even know our story, and they don't like us and don't even know the stuff that we've been through. Just because we don't look like what we've been through don't mean we ain't been through nothing. See what I'm saying? Like Miss Janice always on all my pages. Every time I come on, Miss Janice on that. Miss Janice lost two of her sons. Her dry snitching, huh? Yeah. They be saying that. But like I said, I don't care about all that. I don't care who's watching me. Right. So, like Miss Janice, I be catching muscle spasm every time I be sitting down on the lot. My legs just be jumping. Like Miss Janice lost two of her sons, and you would think, that she still have her good days and her bad days, but a lot of people be on the outside looking in, like Jackie. Jackie a beautiful, fine, and got beautiful children and all that. But at the end of the day, even because we beautiful and fine and we beautiful on the outside and all that, y'all don't know what people go through on the inside. Y'all don't know the stuff that we didn't endure as coming up in our life as being young girls and all that kind of stuff. That just like people jealous of me, they are jealous of her, they're jealous of y'all. All us got people that don't like us for no reason. We got in-laws, sister-in-law, mother-in-law. We got people that don't like us just because. You don't have to be done them nothing. They just don't like you because of the person that you are. And when God continue to bless you and you look like, but you don't look like nothing that you've been through, people don't know your story. So the less they know, the better it is for you. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter. You damn if you do and you damn if you don't. If you didn't have nothing and you still look good, you still a problem. You could go outside like you, Jackie. You could go outside and fine and pretty and this and that. They don't like you because you fine and pretty. I can go outside. I'm in a wheelchair. They act like they want the damn wheelchair. So it don't matter. So whatever you do, whatever you wear it because that's what you like. And you look good in it. And don't never let nobody see you sweat. Even when you going through, there ain't nobody business but you and Jehovah. If you're going through something with your little spouse, with your children, whatever, at the end of the day, the only reason why I bring certain things to the internet about my children is because they do it in public. So if you can embarrass me in public, I can embarrass you on the internet. And I ain't playing no tit for tat. But if you can be around here walking past me, mistreat me, talking about me to your friends and all that kind of stuff, that's why they don't like me. That's why they feel some type of way about me, because at the end of the day, y'all could talk about me behind my back with the enemies and mistreat me around people and all that. But the minute I say I expose y'all and tell people what y'all did, nah, it's a problem. It's okay for y'all to disrespect me and mistreat me, but the minute I go to telling your friends and telling people, I'm the bad guy. I ain't never seen the generation that I see now. I ain't never knew it would be days like this. They got some parents, they be like, man, I ain't never thought, not that child. Yeah, that child. They got a lot of parents that say, if I shoulda, woulda, coulda, but ain't nobody would have never told me that this one right here, mm-mm. Out of all the stuff, hey Pam, out of all the stuff we done did, all the stuff we done did is never enough. Right, right. Yeah, they want the wheelchair. No, better yet, they don't want the wheelchair. They don't even want me in a wheelchair. They don't even want me here. And that's sad. Pam, what's June the 14th and 23rd? It's sad that we in his 14-year-old son birthday and the 23-year-old is my baby boy birthday. Right now, I'm going through, but God, yes. See that? We all go through. But you know, the good thing about going through is when you come out. See, when you know you're going through and you know you're going to come out, I ain't lying. If it weren't for Jehovah, I wouldn't trade Jehovah in for the world. If I knew it felt like it feels now, his grace and his mercy, if I knew it was like this, I would have been changed my life. I would have been jumped over. Because at the end of the day, I didn't know jumping over, you still could get the blessing. You ain't got to go still rob, jack, and do all that other stuff. All you got to do is live right and pray and honor and acknowledge him and turn from your wicked ways. And he going to give you anything your heart desires. That boy, Jack. But at the end of the day, you too, girl. But the life that I live now, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't trade this life, even being in a wheelchair. I wouldn't trade this life in for the old life. When they used to say, girl, I always wanted to be like you. Not me. Now that I see life for what it is, I'm wise, and I think about a lot of things that I did, because I bought my first house. I was 28 years old, and my house note wasn't but $560. That's including my insurance and all that. And I walked away because I wasn't happy. I rolled away because I wasn't happy. People think immaterial things make you happy. That's a temporary happiness. So if you ain't got nobody to share with, and you ain't got nobody Like little family, when you have a little family. Remember when y'all had Christmas and I came over there to y'all house, Jackie? I mean, it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing when y'all had Christmas and I was over there. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't saw my children when they were small, and you didn't been around them, and I've been around your children and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, now that time progressed, I be thinking about all that, be saying, man, that's a beautiful thing when you can have Christmas with your children and your grandchildren, and you look at everybody together and stuff like that, you know? But when you be happy and you be going through stuff, the enemy get mad and he try to separate you from your family and from your children. He try to divide you and your family. Right. You know, so he be trying to divide us. That's why, say, like if you and your husband, y'all been getting along, or you and your wife, y'all been getting along, and all of a sudden, here come the enemy. You know, he might have somebody calling your phone, and you think that's somebody playing on your phone, when that's the people that robocalls. You know what I'm saying? You go to thinking about, some thoughts come in our mind, and we be like, man, damn, why I'm thinking about this? Because the enemy he want to help control our mind. Why we be thinking about stuff that he be like, why we be thinking about stuff? Why I'm thinking about this? Because it be out of our control. And you got to know how to rebuke that. When something comes to your mind about what your spouse did or what your partner or what somebody did, you got to say, you know what, devil, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Because at the end of the day, if we forgive people and we move on, we can't keep on looking back. We can't keep on. The only reason why I talk about my life and my situation, because that's my everyday life. Even though I forgave all these people, they still poking at me. They still putting stuff in my face where I could see it. They still picking with me. They still messing with me. And at the end of the day, guess what? Oh, that's Janice. They still call themselves messing with me, but I'm still standing. Janice said June the 14th and June the 23rd is her two sons' birthday that she lost. Come on. So Janice, this Saturday is the 14th. So that's one of your son's birthday. And then the following week coming in, that's the other son's birthday. Both of her boys she lost, and both of them birthday coming up. How y'all think she a strong soldier, but she's still human because that's still her boys. Because that's still her boys. From Texas, anytime I've been waiting for you to call, and I don't have your number. I told you that I don't have your number no more. I broke my phone. I'm gonna send you my number. So look at her. Look at her. That's Janice. So this Saturday, that's her son's birthday. Just imagine how she gonna feel. Imagine. I thought I was talking to Pam over here, and I was talking to Janice. I'm just saying, girl, you accidentally just called me, huh? I'm just saying, y'all. We all got our little stuff we deal with, all of us. But we live to see another day. But I'm going to say this for sure. Jehovah don't want us to stress. No matter what we're going through, he don't want us to stress. He don't want us to worry because it's out of our control. He don't want us to worry. He don't. But we human. We'll say, oh, girl. Jensen say, girl, I ain't worrying about it. Or you'll say, Mika say, girl, I ain't worrying about it. And I'll tell y'all, girl, I ain't worrying about it. And maybe a little two tears came down my eye. At least I ain't cried long. Jack, I wish you was down here to come to the comedy show. And I'll tell y'all, come on in there. And I ain't worrying about none of that. I ain't worrying about what they be doing. And I could be sleeping a little. And I look at a little something. And one or two, a little tear come down the eye. At least I ain't cried long. At least it wasn't a long cry. It just one came out, and then another one came out, and then I just wiped it off. Well, I'm strong, I'm weak. I'm just saying, we could be weak and strong at the same time. We're only human. Don't act like I'm the only one getting a feeling sometimes. But I feel good when I put on some little clothes and I go outside and I be looking cute. I be feeling good. I be feeling myself. Make no mistake. My kid's older was 14 when he got unalive, and the other one was 23. That part right there. Because Janice is a soldier too. Janice said she had one in the military. She had good sons. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? So we all could be like, you know what? We all be saying, we all be playing the cards like we so strong, and nobody don't know when we be on the highway, in the byways, or when we be in the bed and we be tossing and turning. I didn't toss, I didn't turn, and I didn't say a lot of time. A long time ago, I used to say why. I ain't asking why no more. I ain't asking why no more. But I have. Like, why are they doing this to me? And he said, look at all they did to me. And I asked why no more. While we around here whining and crying. Oh, they did me this. And they don't want me to see the children. And they don't talk to me. And they don't call me. He said, I gave my only begotten son, his only son. And we crying and whining about them little knuckleheads that don't realize the good parents that they have. He said, I got you. But you need to get out the way. And you need to get out the way. And y'all need to get out the way and back up and let me deal with them. But as long as you stay in the way and you keep on, oh, I'm still blocked. Oh, I'm still blocked. He said, you better not pick up that phone and call not now other time. You are their mother. You are the mother to them that I gave them to you. You are their mother. You did all that you can do. Now fall back and let me start working. And I'm going to have mercy on their soul on the strength of you. I'm just saying. Well, you lost your 2 sons too? Oh, wow. I thought I was talking to Janice and Pam on here. Somebody said, hey, and I lost my 2 sons also. Janice, so just know I know how you feel. Oh, wow. That's over here on YouTube. Miss Pam did say she lost her 2 children. I thought I was talking to, I said, well, Janice, how Janice? Or Janice, Pam on YouTube talking to you. You're not on YouTube, huh, Janice? Pam on YouTube telling you that she lost her 2 sons as well, so she know how you feel. Wow. That's why I want everybody to come together on YouTube. And we're going to work on that. I'm giving everybody enough time so everybody could be on YouTube together. Because they got some people that want to come on my YouTube channel and they want to share their stories. Some people really want to come on and talk about stuff that they endure and stuff they've been through. This is the channel for that. I'm not worrying about everybody else. All the people that's not worrying about me, I'm going to embrace the people that's embracing me. That's how I go. And Wanda said she lost her whole family. How about that? Wanda really is just her. So we all got some stuff that we deal with. And we still here. And we still standing. And we still alive. How about that? So it's a blessing. All us can live off of each other's strength. At least all us. God got something special for all us. All us right here. He got something special for all us. How about that? And the specialty is all us got stories and all us could feed off of one another's strength. Because sure, when I went out there to fight, Janice went out there to fight with me. We was power to the people. And if we had to do it again, we'll do it again. How about that? So when we think we got it bad, here we got Wanda on here. Wanda don't have nobody. I know you on all the platforms. Wanda don't have nobody. How about that? Ain't nothing like a mother. Nothing like her not having a mother. And Wanda don't even have a child. Right, Wanda? You don't have no kids. Wow. See that? We all be talking and we all get to know one another. Somebody on here. Miss Janice lost 2. Pam lost 2. Wanda ain't got nobody. Wanda got her old man, her fiance, and her little stepdaughter, her little daughter from her husband. Now think about that. Somebody they got and somebody that don't have. But now we have each other. We all sisters and brothers in Christ. We got more women on here than men. But we got a lot of pickaboos on here too. But one thing for sure, we got one another on here. And that's all that matters. From Facebook. And you think Jehovah don't be listening and watching? A lot of y'all is dedicated and y'all faithful to me. And Jackie lost her son too. Oh yeah, sure did. Jackie lost her son too. Come on now. We all could feed off one another's strength. I almost lost my life. But I don't know what it's like to lose a child. I know what it's like to lose siblings. My grandmother, my grandfather, my aunties, I know what it's like to lose people that really, really love me and I really, really love them. But it's different when you birth a child, raise a child, and they no longer here and you don't see their face. Here in the flesh. And when their birthday come around, or when their birth come around, you be strong. You say you're gonna be strong. Oh, he was 16? Come on. But you get flashback, like, you know what? Sometimes we just all need a moment. And your husband, Mika, her husband and her daddy. Her husband passed away during COVID. How about that? How about that? So we all got stuff we deal with, man. So at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm no better than none of y'all. And the good part about it is we all on here. We all got stories and we all love one another. All us. All us that's on here ain't no backstabbers. Y'all the same people been following me for years. When I was on other platforms, y'all was following me. No matter what nobody else said about me, y'all follow me on every platform I went to. All these people that I see on here right now, we was playing the music. I've been over here going on 5 years. And all y'all, I've been seeing y'all the whole while I've been coming on here. And they got some pickaboos that been following me for years. But I got people that be seeing me and they be saying, Miss Ann, I'm a pickaboo. So I can't get mad. You know, some people just low key and they like being in the back. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be in the front or whatever, but they own here. Not every pickaboo is a bad pickaboo. But they got some of them on here just to be nosy. And it's okay because they listening. So if they come on here all the time, even if they're in the back, they still listening. They could be anywhere else, but they still find a way to come here every day that I'm on here. And that's A-OK. But anytime, Jackie, me and Jackie, we done been all in Atlanta. We used to have fun. We was in Atlanta after Katrina. we all done been close to one another, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know about y'all, but with me, it's a bond that nobody can break. Nobody can't come tell me nothing about none of y'all. No Jackie, no Wanda, no Pam, no Tracy, no Janice. Nobody can't tell me nothing because that's loyal people to me. Can't tell me nothing about people that been following me. They show they loyal to me in spite of however people feel. Them people been following me, been loyal to me. And that speaks volume. I love you too. All right. Love you. See you tomorrow. That speaks volume. When people show up and show out, and they much got people that I know ain't even gonna be able to make it to the comedy show, but they still gonna get a ticket. So at the end of the day, even if they don't, them being a part of my life means a lot to me. Just being there, just showing up, and I see their face. And everybody is about, like some people like, it's all about a dollar and this and that, man. Come on, man. You talking to somebody that at the end of the day, I don't need your dollar. Because what God give us, our blessings come from Jehovah. Right, that's what I'm saying. So the wheels fly out. Some people ain't got that loyalty. Some people feel like, well, you know what? I don't be saying them. I don't talk to them. Everybody got their own life. But guess what? When God still keep people in touch, he keep them in touch for a reason. Nobody can't come to that. Nobody can't come and say, well, I ain't such and such and this and that. I don't want to hear none of that. I love them. I love their children. And ain't nobody can say nothing about it. And that's that. It's hard to find loyal, good people. All these people on here been following me. That speak volume. I see some of y'all, and I got family people that don't follow me like that. I'm just saying. If you got people like that, that's following you, that been following you, man, that speak volume. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. Even if somebody be like, I want to come down there and celebrate, but I can't come or whatever. But at the end of the day, one thing about me, like Jackie done moved from down here living in Houston. Y'all think I want to go to Houston and still? I done been to Houston about 2 or 3 times. And if I know she was out there, we would have went out there to eat. We would have went to dinner. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. That's what I do. But at the end of the day, I love people that love me. And I love people that ain't jealous of me and I ain't jealous of them. You ever saw people mad because you got this and this and that? I'm not jealous of nobody. When I see people with stuff and this and that, and at the end of the day, my girl Jackie, man, come on, man. What's understood don't need to be explained. Fine, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? All y'all, fine, beautiful. Y'all got it going on. And at the end of the day, but y'all still loyal to me. Still loyal to me. God ain't put me in y'all like this. Just say, oh well, they got Ann Mays and she on live and this and that. These people that at one time we didn't even know each other. So that means how many years it been since Katrina? Y'all, how many years it been since Katrina? It been since what? Katrina was in 2000 what? Y'all, it's just me don't remember how long it been since Katrina. Thank you, Queen. How long it been since Katrina, y'all? 21 years. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. So if Katrina been since 21 years, me and Jackie been friends after Katrina. We've been friends damn near 19, 20 years. 18 or 19 years. Like people be saying, well, I ain't got no friends and I don't have no friends and all that. That's a lie. I tell everybody, we don't talk on the phone and all that kind of stuff there. And you don't talk to your friends all the time and this and that. But I got loyal friends. 21 years. Come on, man. We never had a fuss. We never fell out. We ain't never had no differences. None of that. She just work a lot and she move around. But for us, our friendship, it always been the same way. And she always bragged on me. Girl, how you be dressing like that? And she be dressing pretty too. How you be dressing like that? You gotta do this. And be like, man, she ain't never been no hater. None of y'all. She always, oh girl, how you put that together? How you did this and this and that? That's the definition of real women. When they see you and tell you, you beautiful. Like we tell each other, girl, you beautiful. Girl, they can't, you know what I'm saying? I be looking at Jackie and find Jackie fine and bowleg. I be saying, look at, that's how I was. You know how she bowleg and stuff, and she be having a look. I be saying, damn, that's how I was. You know what I'm saying? Now other women, they'll be like, oh, she this and that, be jealous. Man, we ain't got that type of spirit. We ain't looking at each other like that. And she ain't bullshit. None of that. And she don't do all that internet shit. Like y'all be on the internet and all that with me. Y'all ain't internet people. Y'all just follow me because y'all loyal to me. But y'all don't be doing all that. Nobody off into y'all business and all that kind of stuff. That I would have been low key and a little quiet too if they wouldn't have never took me here. At one time I ain't knew nothing about the internet. They made me the person not that I am now. Jehovah made me. But that monster, when I brought all that out me and they started playing with me, they made that. Because at one time I wasn't doing none of that. I wasn't talking about none of that. But since they lied and if they ain't had the internet, they'll still be believing the lies. The truth had to come out sooner or later. And that's what the internet did, expose them for their lies. I'm just saying. So with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. But the topic for the day was like, right. The topic for the day was some blessings come with a price. Some blessings do come with a price. In the midst of you going through something, in the midst of you going through a crisis, and after you go through the crisis, God turn around and bless you. And you wondering, well, damn, I went through all this. And some people even be saying, Lord, you know what, Lord? I ain't want it like that. I ain't want it like that. But I thank God, like when I had my accident and I was pinned to the tree and my car was smashed like this and my chest was on the steering wheel like this, the car was still running, but the car was smashed to the tree and I was still breathing. I was more worried about my stuff that I had got from TJ Maxx and Raw. The ambulance saying, I say, y'all can get my stuff. The man say, we worrying about you. The man said, we worrying about you. Like that. And my chest and stuff was hurting, but at the end of the day, when they was about to take my car, I was like, so y'all gonna impound my car? You think I could call somebody to get my stuff? I had my beautiful pictures in there. And Jackie, my favorite store is TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, and now Ross. And I had all my shit from TJ Maxx and Marshalls and all that in the red car. And it didn't get smashed up because it was inside the car. But I was more worried about the stuff than worrying about my damn self. Right. People don't know that I'm online. They don't know I'm still online. Why they just don't go and check to see if I'm still online before they call my phone? I'm just saying. The people's like, we gonna put you on a stretcher, and then you go. I was like, y'all put me on a stretcher. You think y'all could put my car in the ambulance? My pictures and stuff in the ambulance. I didn't want nothing to happen to my pictures. Oh my God. That's funny, huh? It is. So in the midst of the In the midst of me having an accident, it's moving slow on Facebook. Oh, all right. In the midst of me having an accident, it was a blessing. It really was. It was a blessing. So don't look at everything bad. All bad don't mean it's bad. Some bad could mean it's good. And out of some bad situation, some things turn out to be good. I'm just saying. You could be thinking it's all bad. You could be thinking it's all bad, Jackie. And all of a sudden, you get a letter or somebody call you and let you know that they got a few dollars for you. You be like, damn, that's what I'm talking about. So we can't look at everything that happened. You know, some things happen to us and it's out of our control. Some things happen to make us stronger. And now that we have grandchildren and we have, you know, our children are young adults and they got children, we got to be strong for them. We got to set the foundation for them because we got to prepare them for the life that we already been through because they got children and they got to deal with some things that maybe you or I didn't deal with. Just because our children then turned out to be the worst children don't mean that our grandchildren gonna be the best children. That's a whole nother generation. See what I'm saying? So we got to continue to pray for our children and our children's children. Because one day we're not gonna be here. And we got to prepare them for the life that they're gonna live when we're not here. We got to prepare, whether we want to talk about it or not. And if you got a little granddaughter or you got grandsons and your daughter or your sons, if they're not talking to their children, when your little granddaughters and your little grandchildren come over, you got to have that sit down talk with them. You got to talk to your daughters. You got to talk to your sons. If they mom and they dad ain't talking to them, talk to them. Because they got some out here, got the stepdaddies and they got the real daddy. They got some of these people that's putting their hands on some of these children. Make your grandchildren feel comfortable or your children feel comfortable with talking to you. Let them know that don't ever feel bad about something you want to talk about. You ain't got to go to the neighbor. You ain't got to call grandma or grandpa. You ain't got to call them. If you need anything you want to talk about, come to mama. You ain't got to worry about me ramping and raiding and yelling and cussing you out and all that kind of stuff there. I'd rather you come to me and talk to me so we could talk it over. And anything, y'all got to make these children feel comfortable with talking to y'all. I'm over here talking to them and I forgot about y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all got to make these children feel comfortable. Because at the end of the day, if you don't make them feel comfortable, that's where the sneaky link gonna come in. They're gonna sneak into it. Y'all realize the generation now is different from our generation. So now it's so much that they exposed to and the stuff that they see, they're gonna want to try. So you got to prepare them because their mind is not fully developed enough to be strong. So in all the only way they can be strong if you sit down and you talk to them and you allow them to be open with you. You got to allow them to be open. So y'all, it's 9:10. I know some of y'all got to go to work tomorrow. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. And Jackie, I'm going to send you my number tonight. So I love y'all. Y'all pray for me. I'm going to pray for y'all. I love y'all. And y'all be blessed. Girl, I know you lying. The phone don't want to hang up. The phone don't want. Good night, y'all on YouTube. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Girl.